Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did Fennoscandia, Souls of the Land. It was an EA nation from Dominions Enhanced. Really quite usable, we'll say. And we had a pretty quick 1v1 match with it. Let's roll up another one, and I highly doubt it will be as easy. 93. Okay, we have L.A. Ubuwanda. So I believe this is from the Africa mod. So we're going to turn on the Africa mod. Better indies, better magic sites, community memes. Turn off Divinitas, Dominions Enhanced. Turn on Brute Casting, Gem Gen. Oh my gods. Trusty Research. All good, all good, all good, all good. Probably, yes, go. Good. Late Age Africa mod. We're gonna see. Ubuwanda Influence of the Readers. So we're skipping over MA Ubuwanda. There is no EA. Unless it was called something different. In the kingdom of Ubuwanda, there was a group known as the Readers, obsessed with texts from foreign lands. These men hold great sway in the kingdom. Under their influence, the kingdom reformed and grew powerful, conquering many lands, including those of the Shirazi, whose texts the Readers obsessed over. Now the traditional leaders of Ubuwanda are no more, and the Readers administer the kingdom as part of a great bureaucracy. The reformation of the kingdom abolished the old castes of farming Hutu, cattle-herding Tutsi, and game-hunting Twa. Sages study knowledge scribed in books, and great fortresses are erected on the coasts. Steel is forged into armor, and new weapons are purchased from abroad and replicated. Wherever the army of Ubuwanda can reach falls under their domain. In the lands ruled by Ubuwanda, there are many people. The Baikaruzi are winged men descended from the divine beings known as the Bakwezi. They are ferocious in battle and skilled at sneaking. The Shirazi are the descendants of escaped hell-bred slaves who fled their cruel Abyssian masters. Strong and resistant to heat, they are great seamen who trade gold for spices in the far-off land of Bandar Log. The Batwa are a race of small men with strange powers. The flesh of the Batwa is elemental clay, and they are difficult to harm. The kingdom still worships the Bakwezi and Batumbezi as gods, but air magic is practiced openly by the priests of the house of Bakagoma and secretly by many other mages. There's a lot of proper nouns in there, man. So we have humans, Twa, Hellbred, and Kalians. Flyers and heavy infantry. That's a good combo. Astral death, fire, earth, air, and nature magic with some water. Strong priests. Heat limit +1. Standard forts. Ikyaruzi scouts. Shock 3, fire 3, flying, stealth 40. Map move 24. General of the Abarusura. 100 leadership. Shock, fire 3, flying, stealth 40. Twa magician. Water 1, earth 1, regen 5%, animal awe, blunt, pierce, resist, shock 15, forest survival, spirit sight, storm power 1, forge bonus 1, storm immunity, affliction resistance 2. Jesus. They also have Twa bows, range 40, 14 precision, 12 piercing magic damage. Yeah, I mean, they have an Epta researcher too, but still, 7 research for $90 is pretty cheap. The only problem is it's 2 recruitment points, so, not great, but there are far worse, like, research monkeys than that. Ubuwandan Sage. Oh boy. 1 Astral, 1 Death, and Adept Researcher 2. 105 gold for 11 research. If you ever get, like, above a 1 research per 10 gold value, you're doing pretty well, man. Ikyaruzi Sage. 1 fire, 1 death. Fire, earth, astral, death, nature, 10% for another one. Shock, fire, resist 3, flying, and adept researcher 4. So in this case, you're getting 15 research for 190. You get death, but you don't get astral by default. 20% will have 2 fire, 20% will have 2 death. The others will have a bit of a jumble. Depends on national spells, but overall I'd rather have a giant death communion, personally. Shirazi Sage. 1 fire, 1 water. Fire, water, astral, nature, 50%, and air, 50%. Okay. On average, they'll get something. 15 research for 190 with adept researcher 4. They also have fire resist 15, poison 5, sailing for themselves, dark vision 100, and disease healer 1. Okay. Reader Seraph, cap only. 1 astral, 1 death, earth, astral, death, fire, air, nature. 10% for fire, air, earth, astral, death, nature. Okay. So that's 17 research for 220. And you get the astral and death by default, with a good chance of having 2 astral or 2 death. And some other shit thrown in there if you want to mix it up. This might be the mage we go for on our capital. Certainly pricier at double the cost, and you're not getting double the research. If we're cash strapped at the start and stuff, it wouldn't be the worst idea to just make these to begin with. But, yeah, definitely move on to this later. Priest of the House of the Bakagoma, cap only. 300 gold. 110 leadership. Fire 1, air 1, holy 1. Fire, air, astral, death, 10% for another one. Shock, fire 3, flying, stealth 40. Bad formation fighter, -4. That doesn't really matter on a commander, but okay. Inspirational +2, magic snake tattoo 1, unsurroundable 2, combat caster with a lance of the Bakwezi, 15 attack, 18 magic piercing, charge bonus, and 2 armor negating shock, and 8 armor piercing fire on hit. Both of those are on hit. They also have a sword of the Bakwezi, 16 attack, 19 damage, and the same thunder and flames effects. That's pretty gnarly, dude. Pretty gnarly. Thug potential? Well, probably not. It's 15 hit point base, no natural protection, and you're ending up with maybe Mist Form, maybe Body Ethereal. I guess with a bag of winds you could upcast Mist Form. So if you get Astral, I wouldn't say Thug, but definitely I would have him attack as part of his army. Especially with some nice gear. And then Elder Umarozi, cap only. 435 gold, 4 recruitment points. You get 1 fire, 1 air, 2 death, 2 nature, fire, air, astral, death, nature, 10% for another one. So you're looking at 19 research, which would come out to 218 gold a turn for 9.5 research. It's the worst research option. Technically the best mage option, I suppose. Some of these will be death 3, some nature 3, fire 2, air 2. Some will have astral thrown in. It's the broadest mage. We probably will want some for probably some national spells or something like that. Or maybe for Oaken Army or something. But I'm still allured by the Death Communions, because I just love it. Units. We get the Ubuwandan Umawabo. Damn. This is our cheapest unit. So, you got 12 protection on the body, 14 defense with a tower shield, parry 7, which means, like, most arrows, most melee attacks are going to be going through 28 protection. 10 MR, 11 morale, 9 speed. Offensively, though, they just have javelins for 12 and a spear for 13 with 10 attack. But as far as a shield wall is concerned, that's a pretty cheap one that's efficient. Ubuwanda Umurashi. Alright, so it's archers with 8 protection. They have short swords and composite bows. Range 40, 11 precision, 13 piercing. Yeah, I mean, I would say these two combined, you've got yourself a bit of an army. It's not bad. Ikyaruzi Umuabo. Flying militias. Okay, they have 13 protection, 11 hit points. They're size 4. They have 12 defense with a parry 4 shield. It's very rare to see shielded flyers. 10 MR only, 11 morale. They have shock and fire 3, flying, stealth 40, and light lances, 11 attack, 14 piercing. But it gets a charge bonus. Their speed is pretty shit, so you're looking at like 1 plus 4. So it's a charge bonus of 5, but 19 damage on the charge is pretty significant, especially because you're usually attacking archers in the back or like commanders, mages, things like that. So yeah, it's a pretty solid option. I would say we could have an army of just these plus like skeletons. Ikyaruzi Umurashi. Crossbow flyers. Well, the flying part is pointless in combat, but does factor into their map move of 22 flying and stealth 40, so it is part of it. You can combine it. The problem is it's a 40 range crossbow with 11 armor piercing, which means that these guys are gonna feel it. You know, if it goes through, bypasses the shield, you're looking at like 6 damage on average, which is quite a lot. If it hits the shield, you're talking about, oh, I don't know, maybe 1 damage. But you're not going to take that risk because parry 4 is not that much. Even with these guys with the tower shields and chainmail, I'd be a little iffy. Tricky. Shirazi Umuabo. The Abyssian people. 10 hit points. 18 protection on body and head. 2 defense only. Good lord. 12 MR, 12 morale. Fire resist 15, poison resist 5. They have sailing for themselves. Dark vision 100. They are old. Quite fucking old. That's brutalizing their stats. This is practically unusable. They have halberds, but 5 attack. I cannot emphasize how terrible that is. Unusable. 18 damage if it ever managed to land a hit. They also have a corrosive spit. Range 7, 7 precision, 2 armor piercing, acid damage, and AoE 1 corrosion. Unless there's some sort of spell we get that drastically reduces age on a unit, which, I don't know, unusable. Shirazi Umurashi. Not old, so this is what they could be. 13 hit points. 15 protection on the body, 10 defense with a buckler, 12 MR, 12 morale, got fire 15, poison 5, dark vision 100, 9 speed. They have a broadsword, 12 attack, 18 slashing damage, a composite bow, range 40, 14 piercing, and corrosive spit, range 12, 9 precision, 7 armor piercing, and AoE 1 corrosion. The problem with this, of course, is you have a range 12 corrosive spit, which means that anything that approaches either has to die instantly from the spit or is going to make contact. And once it makes contact, any other one of these that you have, there's this 5 ammo. They're going to keep fucking spitting, and you are going to decimate your own armor and probably kill your own troops. Because 7 armor piercing is pretty solid. I mean, on average, you're gonna... Well, on average, I guess you do maybe no damage. But still, that means that's a lot of corrosive spit. And with the corrosion effect, that means your armor's going to be shredded. That is just not going to happen. You just no. It's a nice thought, but no. So the only way you'd use these, I guess, is just melee troops. Like, you cannot have these guys firing because this spit will just kill you. Balochi guards. 21 hit points. Size 4, 15 protection, 11 defense, 8 MR only is terrible. That's because they're animals, I guess. 13 morale, 8 speed. They have length 2 great swords, 13 attack, 29 slashing damage. And longbows, range 45, 9 precision, 17 piercing. You hit the trifecta here. You don't have shields, but 15 protection is really solid, especially with 21 hit points. You have a great melee attack, 13 attack, 29 slashing, and length 2. And longbows at range 45 with 17. This is the only unit you need to make. Now, we do that quite a lot, but it's hard to argue with it because it works most of the time. Especially if you're talking about an army of skeletons in front of you. Twa Umuabo, cap only. 12 hit points. They're only size 2. They have 15 protection on the body, 8 defense with no shields, 11 MR, 10 morale, 7 speed. They have regen 5%, animal awe 1, blunt and pierce resist, shock 15, forest survival, spirit sight, storm power 1, storm immunity, affliction resistance 2, and flails with 10 attack, 15 damage with 2 attacks each time, and plus 2 attack versus any shields. These things are pretty solid, especially if you have storms going on. Their protection isn't amazing. 15's pretty good. And with the regen, because that's going to be, what, one per turn? You're still going to lose plenty of them, but they also have blunt and pierce resist. So arrows will rarely kind of stop them then. Crossbows, though, yeah, crossbows will be tricky. Well, with pierce resist, though, and 15 protection, like our own crossbows, 11 armor piercing on 15, you're looking at, like, let's say 5 damage. Cut that in half from resistance. So, like, 2 or 3, maybe. And then they regen 1 per turn. Like, it would be unlikely for them to get just gunned down by crossbow. It can happen, but yeah, it is a nice combo. They're pricey, though, at 30 gold. So it's hard to say. I wish their attack was higher. But it's not bad. Twa Umarashi, cap only. Basically the same guys. But they have short swords and arbalest, range 50. 14 precision, 15 armor piercing every 3 rounds. Storm immunity doesn't apply to... I think you still need Wind Guide, right? I don't think Storm Immunity applies the same effect as Wind Guide to archers. Okay, so your precision isn't halved during a storm, but still 50% of all missiles are still lost. So I don't know, man. And then Guard of the House of the Baka Goma, cap only sacred flyers. 13 hit points, size 4, 13 protection, 10 defense, no shields. 11 MR, 14 morale. They have standard 1, shock fire resist 3, stealth 40, bad formation fighter -4. Okay, I mean it matters a little bit there. that means that literally 1 to a square. Ambidextrous 3. Magic Snake Tattoo 1. So they get 10 invulnerability and an extra MR. If the tattoo gets activated. And Unsurroundable 2. They have a Light Lance, 12 attack, 15 damage plus charge bonus. Which is 6, I think. And a Dagger, 13 attack, 14 piercing. This is late age, though, so this needs to be beefed up quite a bit. If we want to make the Sacreds really strong. 10 invuln for free, though, is pretty damn strong. They're flyers, which is pretty damn strong. And they have 13 base protection, 13 base hit points. If we're going to go for a big archer strat, I think they really... Well, they don't need... Yeah, I wouldn't say they need much defensive stuff beyond that. I think Blood Surge, Undying, Enchanted Blood would not be bad. I think a Weapon Bless wouldn't be bad. You could just go for Strength. But, yeah, because we're not playing with Dominion's Enhanced, so you could just go for Strength. Summons, various commanders that we don't look at too much. Tumbezi Warriors. 16 hit points, 16 protection, 15 defense, 14 MR, 15 morale. Sacreds with Fear 5, Shock 5, Fire 5, Cold 5, Flying, Demon, Spirit Sight, Bringer of Misfortune 1, Storm Immunity. Magic Lances, 16 attack, 18 damage with charge bonus, and Enchanted Sword, 15 attack, 21 damage. Okay, those things are pretty ridiculous. And Deva's also flying Sacreds with Fear 5. No helmets and no dual wielding, but still. Chwazi Intore. 15 hit points, 15 protection versus mundane, 15 defense, shock, fire 5, blind, blah, blah, blah. They have a lance, magic sword. Yeah, okay. We get a lot of sacred flyers, as it turns out. Look at spells. Conjuration. Pride of Lions, Herd of Buffalo, Tumbezi Warriors. 6 for 15. Well, that ratio is not too favorable, but they are really strong sacred flyers, so it's probably worth it. Part the Cloudy Skies, 75 air gems in late age. Gets you a Chwazi Umarosi commander, 2 more commanders, Umatuares, and 15 Intores. That seems overpriced, but okay. Alteration. We got a whole lot of nothing. Evocation. Ashes of the Underworld. 2 fire, 1 death. Range 40, 75% casting time. 5+2 area effect. 4 precision, 20 fatigue. 45 plus 5 armor negating fatigue damage. MR negates. And a decay. This is very nice if we're going for a ranged army strat. 2 fire, 1 death. Death Eruption. 2 earth, 2 death. Range 30, 75 casting time, 6+1 area effect, 50 fatigue, 22 plus 1 magic blunt damage. That's pretty darn high. A Lingering Cloud, level 4. I assume a Fire Cloud. 8 armor piercing fire damage on top of the blunt damage to everything in the area. Because that's just an extra effect. And a Lingering Cloud and Decay. This is crazy. Okay, yeah, we're going ranged, we're going magic, and we're going to just rain death. So I need 2 fire or 2 earth with death. So that's these guys. That might change my strats then. Yeah, these guys will be able to rain some very powerful spells down. Construction. Yeah, basically nothing. Wait a minute. Oh, the spear that is leaned on. Yeah, we've seen that. Okay. Enchantments. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Empower worn charms. So this is Twist Fate plus protective charms worn by the soldiers of Ubuwanda must be empowered by magic to be useful. Empower charms. AoE 3, range 5. You get Twist Fate plus something. I wonder if that activates tattoos. I would imagine. Mass Empower charms. 25 AoE for 1 pearl. Twist Fate. Nothing on blood and nothing on divine. Okay, well it has to be the tattoos. Which was who? I mean, I don't know what other, like, discussion about magic charms or anything is even here. But I assume that's our tattoo activation. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna go... We're just gonna do Balochi guards. Big Balochis. And we're gonna do our Sacred Flyers in the back. Attack rear. So... They have tattoos, which we can activate. Although that's an astral activation. So really you want, like, Seraphs to do it. So we're still gonna probably get some Seraphs early on. These guys can only ever get one astral, but they could do a communion to do the big one. So, by themselves, they can all do this AoE 3 thing. Which is a little annoying, because these Sacred Flyers are all going to be 1 to a square. So this will get 3 of them. Meaning that, for every mage I bring along, I can only get 6... I can only get 6 flyers with invulnerability. That's a little pricey. And we have to go down to Thaumaturgy 6 to get this, which also requires a pearl. And then if I don't have a guy with 2 astral, I have to do a communion first. It's a little annoying. The Rito Seraphs have 33% chance to get 2 astral. So, yeah, they might be better. I don't know, we'll see. But there's no point in taking much other protection buffs. The only other thing I could take is Air Shield. Because I am going to have a lot of arrows flying. And that is potentially the weak spot. But mostly we want to upgrade their offensive capabilities. As far as the Pretender is concerned, we don't really get any unique ones. So, we do get Ozzy, though, who is pretty darn strong. He's got 125 hit points, size 10, 18 protection, 18 MR, 30 morale. He gets a Fear 10 aura, fire resist 15. He can fly, he can shape change into a Great Warlock. He's got Chaos Power 2, Unsurroundable 2. Dragon Master. He has 3 bite attacks for 27 damage, a claw attack for 25, a tail sweep, AoE 1 for 20, and can breathe fire. It's pretty darn powerful. Yeah, it's a reasonable option, I suppose. If we want to go with a monster, we could go with a Rainbow Mage to get a much bigger bless on those Sacreds, but I think more importantly, I care about my scales to have a lot of Velocis. We're probably looking at Order 2, Productivity 1. So I don't think we can go too ham on paths or anything. This guy is Turmoil 1, so I'm not inclined to pick that. I just don't love... statues on this 1v1 map. Yeah, he's a pretty good choice, but he also has Turmoil 1, so it's a little rough. Don't really want to take anything with that. It's 160. It's got one path. We get access to all these guys, which are like the mini titans. But again, I feel like you're getting sort of the worst of both worlds there. You're paying for a monster, essentially. You get the health points of like an upgraded Rainbow Mage. You have magic paths of like a monster. You have no natural protection. And just like I don't know why you'd pick any of these. This is part of why Divinitas is so fun and good, because it just makes a lot more things viable than they otherwise would be. I don't know. I mean, the Golden Lion's pretty strong. And we could pretty readily get... Say we took Dormant. We could get Flaming Weapons. But you wouldn't get much of a bless beyond that. You could instead take Poison Weapons, but that's not really a great choice. It's just never a strong option. Fuck, I don't know, man. Watch, it's not terrible. He gets Moss Body no matter what. He's got 144 hit points, 15 base protection, built-in regen 10, and he can cast regen himself, and Fear 5, and he can go in the water. Biggest problem with him, of course, is that he has Strength in the Spring, but it's only 25. It's not that terrible. And he only has one attack, which isn't very good. But between Breath of Winter and the Fear Aura, you can do pretty good against a lot of stuff. It's not bad. You can also cast Foul Vapors pretty readily. Could do something like that, and then our Bless would be basically just like Berserker. And defense. Doesn't help their offense at all, but honestly, I don't think we need much from them. They're just kind of a nice extra we get. Alright, we'll try that. It's not the most You know, I don't like to spend too long just sitting there agonizing over shit. We're happy with our monkeys. So let's start by making Reader Seraphs. For research, yeah, as usual, we just want to make him capable. Nasty late age shit. Pretty good. That was the easiest one, of course. Big old resources, baby. For now, just get the archers going. We can worry about flying units later on. Yeah, figures. We're up against Abyssia. LA Abyssia, huh? Yeah, he's got a lot of big tower shields. It does change things somewhat. But we still have some good stuff. I mean, like Ashes of the Underworld doesn't do any fire stuff. It's just magic fatigue and decay, so that'll still be strong. Death Eruption, still mostly pretty strong. Still 22 blunt damage. And Foul Vapors from our Pretender will still be pretty strong. Archers are definitely not going to be as good against most of his roster. But it depends. I mean, we hit pretty darn hard with these arrows. 17 piercing. It's not bad. And we could put Hail of Serpent Fangs on it, which would be pretty good. Okay. Yeah, hitting that trifecta, baby. It's pretty juicy. Sort of like a what's that called for D&D? Fuck, what's that called? Gish. That's it. Yeah. A Gish build in D&D where it's like a fighter and a mage and it just kind of like can do everything. I mean, it's not a cleric or a thief or anything, but it's like for combat purposes, it's such a powerful thing that usually you try to, as a designer, avoid that being a possibility. You know, because it just kind of dominates the battlefield. But it's a nice thing about like Shadow the Demon Lord or Shadow the Weird Wizard, where it's just like, fuck it, just make every character a Gish. Hey, neighbor, let's be buddies. He didn't want to be buddies. I hate to spend a lot of money on PD here because he tends to roll over it. But Epernia is pretty important to hold. Alright, after Alteration 4, I think we want to go down enchantment to 6. Yeah, because if I can have my Pretender cast Foul Vapors, if I can have a Nature Mage here that can cast Serpent Fangs, that could be really nice. There's a battle in Epernia. Nice. Well, he didn't send much, but yeah, light infantry we can handle there. It's good. Alright, I'll bring along a mage. We'll see how this goes. You're gonna cast Empower Charms twice, just to help out some of them. Oh, I forgot to bless. Whoops. Yeah, see, well, I don't know. Did it? Okay, it did activate on some. The 21 protection versus mundane if it gets activated. Pretty essential for the arrow purposes. Yeah, that was all friendly fire, by the way. I don't know if it's gonna work. Personal regen. Moss body. Liquid body. Breath of winter. Well, his protection value is fucking garbage. But he does regenerate a phenomenal amount per turn. He's not going to be super good. That's a lot of very heavy monkey archers, I gotta say. He's gonna get injured like a son of a bitch, and he has no recuperation. Damn it, this is why we love Divinitus. I think he can do the water pretty well, though, so we'll just send him down there for now, till I can get foul vapors going. Chest wound. We should get someone to go around. Build temples. We usually like the temples. Boy, I do not have many priestly options, man. I have to get this guy for 300 bucks. Yeah. Wow, I have like no options. All right, we'll send this guy. He'll build and search. Boss body just pops instantly because my protection's so trash. He really needed earth. It's late summer. I'll get stuck up there. Fuck it. Search and build a temple here. Yikes. He'll do his job, you know, like, if we get him on defense with some PD to kludge for a bit, and he casts Foul Vapors and sits there, he'll do all right, you know. Oh god, we fatigued him out, and we can't kill him fast enough because he keeps alternating who he's hitting. I can't watch this. Just tell me the result. Okay, we won. I should go ahead and build while we're here. An arena battle? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Can I use magic? 10. Well, maybe. Maybe. I could send one of these guys in to just spam skeletons or something. Fuck it. Just see how you do. If you die, I'm not gonna shed too many tears. We're up against a Slayer Sanguine. No magic, except for blood. He's got 2 Athames. Oh, he's summoned imps, though. But I have a lot of skeletons. Oh, but he does... Oh, nope, we got him. Look at that. Look at that, you got Champion's Headband. 453 gold, 36 fire gems. These are all good things. Inspirational +3, awe, in leadership +50, luck, and quickness. That's crazy good. right, because I think we had a fire thing, right? Didn't we have a fire summon that was good? That Tumbazes would probably be pretty good. No, I suppose I do want to build a lab here. He's got a never healing wound now as well. Fine. It's all fine here. Ooh, he attacked Epernia when my army was there. That's a bad move, pal. Yeah, so I mean, you can see there we had he had 61 units. The Balochi guards only got 20 kills. Compared to the crossbowmen, generic crossbowmen got 13 kills, and there was less than half as many. Yeah, the heavy infantry with those tower shields, it's gonna be tough. And we can't really put like flaming arrows on it or anything. So we gotta go for poison, if anything. Yeah. Good solid PD there. We'll have these guys. Go there. Construct a fortress. We can start making Ikyaruzi sages here. We actually can do the 2 fire death thing. So I'm on board with that plan. Yeah, I mean, we could do this for the big skeletons, but I don't know how well the skeletons are really going to do. We want to rain down these evocation spells. And also make a handful of these for the rest of time, or until I run out of money. We have yet to find almost any death. Actually, I don't think we have found any death yet. Pretty good. You just lost 101, including 19 smolder ghosts, which are really nasty ethereals. But enough arrows. They have no protection, so 13 warbreads, which are nasty, 20 light infantry, 21 heavy infantry, and 2 of his fire drakes, which are good. Alright, I just saw that he was probably building something here, so I figured I'd smack him down real quick. I'm not going to spend much time here because we got 86 hit points. But you may as well be a nuisance, right? That's what Dennis the Menace taught me. Yeah, I mean, I could slap 50 PD here, and he probably wouldn't take it for quite a while. I could fuck around, because obviously he's sort of heavily invested here. guess it helps a little bit to fuck around. He's probably gonna die, though. I mean, there's a real question of how many of these sacreds I want to make, you know? The archers are going to be pretty good, and they're going to be so good that they're just going to kill all my sacreds, so I don't know. Lost body just instantly. God. The first attack pops it. Yeah. This is also like a killer strat on defense because you have PD that just takes all your friendly fire. You almost never lose one of your good archers. And he loses lots. Yeah, he's got the Bronze Colossus. I think it would be kind of dumb to stick around longer than this. I don't really want to waste the time to bring this guy back, so call him back. So we're gonna just be smart about it. Yep, that's good stuff. Here, have another 100 guys come our way. I probably will want to pause that. Like, we can probably die down on this a little bit, just because I'm now also making them in Epernia a little bit. So, don't really need that many. We're just going to build up our research, get foul vapors going, try to get PD in other places that he might jump across to with some shenanigans. Yep. Alright, we're good on that. We want construction 5, and then we want to get evocation done to 6. Okay. Yeah, he could make those for if we wanted to activate the tattoos on our sacreds. We never ended up with a guy with 2 astral. But I think you're mostly here just to research for a moment. We can also get one to go underwater. Okay, we need construction 5, unless... Nah, you just make the ring of water breathing. Fine. Alright, so we gotta send one of these guys underwater. He'll never found a single death site, even with Death 3 searching all these places. Doesn't even matter. Maze and High Temple of the Magi. Which is fire, 2 astral, and 2 more astral. Dang, 6 astral a turn. And now we can recruit Maguses. Magi. 1 fire, 1 earth, 1 astral. That's pretty nice. That puts Marble Army on the table if we wanted that. Alright. Until I forget about it. Construct temple. Construction 5. We lost Old Land, and we defended Wick. You'll have to go retake Old Land. But you can do that. You're a champ. First, make me a cornucopia for yourself. So the big spell that we want to cast is probably Ashes of the Underworld, I would imagine. So that's 2 fire, which is really going to be relegated more towards these guys. But if you really wanted to, you could give all the 1 fire guys fire in a jar. They could upcast a 2, and then they could all cast it, which is probably better. I thought I'd have more 2 fire. I only have a couple. But we have a lot of fire gems, so why don't you start just monthly making fire in a jar? The other one is the Blunt Death Eruption. That's 2 earth, 2 death. That one's a bit trickier. Because I think that has to be the Seraph. No? Yeah. No? That's tricky. That's a really rare spell, then. They'd have to upcast summon Earth Power, and Earth Gems are way harder to come across. That's not appealing. So yeah, we're all in on the Fire Death one. Yeah, that's what we're all in on. That's fine. So we don't actually need to go to Evocation 7, I suppose. We'd be fine at Evocation 4. In which case we can get Conjuration to get Tumbezi Warriors, which would be a pretty good use of our Fire Gems. Or we could go down Alteration for that big stuff. Yeah, we want... Oh, we want... No, we already have Hail of Serpent Fangs, don't we? Yeah. 4 nature. So this guy with a Thistle Mace. Thistle Mace can make that. And then someone else can make him a Cornucopia. We just need a little bit more. Is there anything else that we'd want to make this guy? Actually, if I had air, earth, I don't. Do I? I don't. But that would have been nice for the protective shield. We do have the trident, I guess, which is pretty good. Yeah, I suppose the trident would be fine enough, or just more regen to keep them alive. We're not going to get anything to really bolster protection that much on miscellaneous. But the trident does repel, so fuck it. Give me the trident. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I should have PD everywhere. I'll regret it if I don't. Alright. You, my friend, are going to equip this and this. And you're going to go here. Raid. Why? What? What if I want you to move and patrol? Okay, just go there, I guess. Yeah, Hail of Serpent Fangs. That's all we care about. It's gonna go hard. This guy is just gonna go probably take Black Marshes and sit there just for fun. Alright, yeah, so I guess Oaken Army is not bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we really need much, but I suppose it's worth doing. Oh yeah, we need this to upcast the other thing. Sky Split Oak. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, he finally was like, I die. Why is this guy in my cap circle? He's my enemy. Well, we had it for quite a while. Fine. Alright, so your script then now is going to be Foul Vapor. It's 4 nature, you have 7, right? Then we give you 7. So that's, let's see, 100 fatigue, 67 fatigue, 50 fatigue. Yes, 1/4. 50 fatigue. Perfect. Then you're going to cast Personal Regen. Then you're going to cast Moss Bot, even though it doesn't really help with anything. You gots to do something. And then you're going to cast Breath of Winter. And then honestly, just sit there and cast spells. Your attack's not very good. And we're going to go up here. Yeah, something like that. Still very easy for him to die, but not with PD. He'll be fine with PD. So we're going to go take this. I want to see a battle in Epernia now that I have like 300 heavy poison archers. Yeah, poison sucks, dude. Sorry about that. Alright, good, good. Keep building temples everywhere. We got this in the bag. Search. Just on patrol now. Build temple. No, build temple. Here we go. Battle in Epernia. Let's watch it. Oh, with your flagellant army. Excellent. Hail of Serpent Fangs. Look at those poison arrows fly, baby. That means even if we do 1 damage, they're going to get hit with the poison. And that's going to just ravage them. Multiplies our killing potential quite a bit in this case. Usually strictly inferior to fire arrows, but in this case, nice and good. So he lost 86. We got 68 kills directly, so 18 of them died just from poison. Pretty good. Actually, fuck it. Go to Wick and build one there. Oh shit, I'm almost out of money. Alright, we're almost out of money, so stop recruiting this shit. It's good enough. Are you all old? I hate old people. Phoenix power. Ashes of the underworld. That's the script, baby. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I got too many now. How are we doing on Dominion? Yeah, we're winning pretty handily on that. So now we just pass turns till the end of the game. Jeez. A lot of lot of sneaking enemies afoot. Tried to kill Ugin? You out of your damn mind? Ooh, the Doom stack. Poison arrows are gonna rain. We got ashes, the underworld, decay everywhere. Oh, okay, good. Mass fatigue and decay. Put up a pretty good front there, actually. Look at that. Killed a few mages. He sent in 809. He lost 649. But if you cut off the dispossessed spirits, you know, he lost like 400. But I mean, the dispossessed spirits are a factor because they're a target for an archer, and that's something that could be shot otherwise. Yeah, the Smolder Ghosts with their ethereal were pretty annoying. Blah blah blah. He had a commander get 27 kills. We lost 3 mages of 6 and 57 below cheese. Honestly, not that bad. We will just send more mages in. Oh, I didn't look at their kill counts, actually. Also, we have more of these. The sages got 4 kills. Yes, directly. But that's because they were doing fatigue shit and decay, so it's a lot harder to figure out how many they lost to decay specifically. I'd have to run this all through a calculator, which I'd have to be a real fucking nerd to do. 414 plus 5 plus 22 plus 37 plus 36 plus 12. That's 526. Which means he lost, theoretically, 123 to decay. Which is pretty good. Except, if I go to his bless. Okay. So he's got Dread plus 5 and Reconstruction. Why does he have Reconstruction? I think for his Bronze Colossus, to be honest. And if that thing ever makes an appearance, we could be in some trouble. Could be in some trouble. We have a shit ton of pearls. What does it take to make a Juggernaut? 5 astral. We don't have that many pearls. Yeah. I was just thinking about more Dominion. Meh. We just don't have big enough astral, so best thing we can do with that is just like convert it. To like nature, so I could cast Mother Oak right here in this Black Marshes for some reason. Hell yeah, boy. And then we can start getting Mandragoras. I mean, eventually we'll win. Like, his Dominion is weakening. I mean, I know we haven't gained much ground, but eventually it will happen. I don't think you really want to be here. Just hide and wait. Actually, what would be the point? Just go there and research. What else could we get? I could get Bog Beasts. It's pretty nasty, right? I'd get 7 of them for 5 nature gems. I can just sit here and cast that over and over. Or I could get buffaloes or lions. Bog beasts are fun. We like poison. If I had to assassinate my giant snake, this is like something I would do. Frozen Heart. Didn't even get to me. This is the Bog Beast. Got 32 hit points, 8 protection, 7 MR, Poison Cloud 5, and a Poison Spit. Armor negating. Plenty of poison. I mean, yeah, it's just at this point, if we just hold out, we'll win. I have 10,000 bucks. So we can just get like 80 PD here. And you just cannot beat that. With Foul Vapors active? No way. So at this point, it's basically game over. Oh. He went into the water with dispossessed spirits. Yeah, that will eventually win, won't it? It's annoying. Yeah, I might move then. I might move the Pretender to do it. Or we could just get Pale Riders. Or Mandragora. Alright, let's just have someone get Mandragora for a while. Well, they're all gone now, but we want to take that back. Mandragores have 25 hit points, 5 protection with Pierce Resist, Poor Amphibian. They got Sleep Vines and a Claw. They're not super good, but they're not terrible. It's a lot of hit points. Oh, he's about to lose anyways. Here? Here? No, still not yet. Balan Llama. Oh, we lost the fucking troll party. No, he still has not lost it. Shockingly. Well, I don't know if I trust... Well, I guess I got... I don't know, actually. I don't know if that would win. Let's take along 2 of these guys and see how we do. Who's got... You got it. Yeah, sure enough. No problem. Let's see how the Mandragoras do against no PD. Yep, that'll do it. You build a temple here so we can actually win. Yeah, he's not attacking anything. I don't know what to tell you, man. He's just letting himself burn out. He's accepting the end. Gracefully. Battling Wick. Oh, he finally was like, this is annoying. Too bad he didn't send nearly enough. How is this still holding on? That's crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, I know it's not the most exciting. I could take... But we've had it so many times where it's like, if I literally just did this, if I had done this and sat there, I would have won. But I went in and threw it all away because I'm an idiot. So, it's hard to argue with the winning strat. Crazy just how little he attacks. There we go, finally. It's got Smolder Ghosts. Oh, so many arrows. Decimating them. I still lost a mage somehow. Fiend of Darkness or something, I don't know. annoying. And then Dershid, basically nothing. He's a desperate, desperate man. He's still holding there, though. If I just walked in and took, like, one more temple, probably we'd be okay. Ooh, he lost 25 Balochis on that one, but he lost 260. Yep. Pretty simple. Okay. Let's have this guy go. He's got this many bog beasts. This is humorous to me. We'll see how it does. It's a lot of poison. Yeah. Oh, Lord, he's trying. Hey, poison. So hard to stop. Killed another 12, but he lost 271, and that's a pretty good trade for moi. Max PD. Make sure we put PD here to go with the bog beasts. For fun. For fun! Oh, he went after a Perny again. He's determined on this one. But the PD, the poison arrows, the decay, all just kind of adds up to be not pleasant for him. Yep. Lost another 357. Only 85 of which was dispossessed spirits. He had 122 light infantry, or heavy infantry, I'm sorry. 66 light, 21 fire drakes, 36 fire snakes, 119 guardians of the pyre, his sacreds. He just lost 95 of them. And again, the AI can only make so many cap-only sacreds. Alright. Well, wait a minute. Where the hell did the mage go? I was building a temple there. Well, that's fucked. How did you die? I don't know. Alright, it's fine. I don't need to build temples. We'll just take our big bog beast army and destroy his temples. That'll do the same purpose. Yeah, and this is why you don't usually do shit like that. Very easy to get HP routed. Especially because they're undisciplined, so they move forward immediately. And there he goes. I think we knew he died. I think it's shocking he lived this long, really. Yeah, I mean, it's... His Dominion is like... it's crazy that he's still hovering there. He's getting, like, really lucky or something. Damn it. Never put much PD here. Oh, yeah. I stopped making units. I went with Mandragoras. Okay. Fuck it. Damn you all to hell. I know. This is completely pointless. But we're here now, we're doing it, so let it be done. Yeah, honestly, I think I might move forward. I can take Nace, I can put 100 PD down, we can do the same thing. So let's just have everyone patrolling, move forward. And actually, why don't we grab these few extra dudes? We have way too many fires in a jar. You have made too many. Way too damn many. Yeah, it's fine. Also make more here. Just in case. I don't care about research. Yeah, as expected. Somehow I still lost 2 mages very, very quickly. Explain that one to me. I could look. I might look. Just put 50 there, and you can put, like, 76 there. Alright, we're gonna go back. Skip through real quick. Blah, 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 blah. No, you. Commander with a ranged attack. Black bow. But he's just giving his commanders black bows and they target mages specifically? Oh, Balochi hit with the... Okay, so there is some friendly fire there. It's annoying. Yeah, let's bring this to a close and just start taking shit. Defended. We lost 3 more mages. That's gotta be just entirely friendly fire it's happening. I got them too close. They need to be in the back. Fuck. Stupid. Stupid. Just have you make temple. Search. Plenty of sneaking little bitches. How is he not losing the game? That is crazy. Kludge, 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 kludge. Much kludge. Max kludge. There you go. The final battle. Max kludge, max archers, horde of skeletons, everything you'd want out of life. This is it. There you go. Killed 132 of his. I lost 1 Balochi, 13 Mandragoras. No problem. That's it. Okay, well that went on for too long because I just sat there for so long. But, you know, when it's safe and easy, it's just something trivial to do, I guess. You just sit there. It works. Yeah. Well, that was not bad at all. That was not bad at all. It's the you know, it's the triple threat. It's just so good against independence and against AI and stuff. It's just really easy to exploit something like this. When you've got a big health pool, you've got a decent protection value or decent shields or both or something like that. You got a decent melee weapon, and then you have like a long-range, hard-hitting ranged weapon. Especially if it's a hard-hitting bow like this, where it fires every round. It is just a hail of arrows. And when it's every round, if you have any sort of weapon bless on a sacred one, or if you can get poison, or if you can get flaming arrows on them, yeah, it's just devastating. It's really hard for the AI to win with something like that. Your biggest enemy then is usually friendly fire. But if you have enough of them, and they're defensive enough, like, yeah, we can kill ourselves with our own arrows, for sure. But I mean, on average, our own arrows are going to do like 3 or 4 damage, and we have 21 hit points. That's pretty good for friendly fire purposes. And the price is pretty reasonable. These aren't like 60 gold, sort of 40 resource things. I mean, they're pretty cheap. We had a fuck ton of them. I had to stop making them pretty early on. And we completely abandoned Sacreds because it's just like, I needed to give them air shield. I thought that they would be better with the tattoos, but our tattoo application spell was pretty shit. So, yeah, they needed air shield. They needed to... I probably should have just given them Stygian Flesh, really, and not even worried about the tattoo being there. But, nah, yeah. It's fine. It worked out. But I think, like, that was not the only viable path. Like, Sacreds would have been viable. Like, going with these. Like, having a shit ton of these would have been pretty good, too. Like, shielded flyers with decent protection, decent defense, and light lances with charge bonus. Like, that's pretty good. And these guys, the Abyssian ones, I think it's just like melee troops. They're not bad. The buckler's not great. The protection's not through the moon. 13 hit points isn't amazing. Damage on the broadsword is good. It's just a bummer that you could use them just, like we use the Balochis. But the problem is they have the spit, and it's just, you can't, man. You just can't. They will destroy themselves, unfortunately. The Twa Umuabos would have been also some other avenue we could have taken. At least the melee ones. The Arbalist, I mean, this sort of hits the thing. But the short sword's not a great melee weapon, and they don't have great protection on the body. And Arbalist fires once every 3 rounds, so you really need a fuck ton of these guys, and they're a bit pricier, so it's hard to say. But against Abyssia, it actually maybe wouldn't have been the worst option. Like, as soon as I saw it was Abyssia, if I just switched over to these, it probably would have worked out as well. They do cost 12 more gold each, but they're half the resource cost. Hard to say. But yeah, I think there's multiple avenues. Even like the most basic militia unit here, this is pretty solid. Like 12 protection, 10 hit points, 14 defense with a tower shield, javelin, and spear. For like a reasonable price. And they get fire resist just as a nice little extra. I mean, it probably wouldn't have worked against Abyssia because they just don't have the damage to go through. But yeah, a decent nation, honestly. Again, like, this is just... This nation is... Or this mod is not super popular. It has 175 current subscribers on the workshop. And if you compare that to just, like... Smurv. Smurv has... Well, Smurv has 700 current subscribers. I guess that's not that much. Rune Kuma is like another... Like, that has 750. So those are kind of the more popular ones. So this one is definitely down there at 175. But it just... people bring all these interesting ideas and different formations of nations. And, like, this one had some fun, unique evocation spells. Like, Ashes of the Underworld, that's a cool spell. Is it overpowered? Yeah, probably. Because it's an MR negate for 45 armor negating fatigue, and an MR negate for decay on top of it in a large area. And it's a pretty easy spell to cast, 20 fatigue. So that means with 3 fire with Phoenix power on those guys, it's 10 fatigue, and they can spam it at 75% casting time. So... yeah, it's probably pretty overpowered, but it was fun. It's fun stuff. But all right, my name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.